Today on BladeHQ.com, we are taking a look at the DPx Hest folder. This is a BladeHQ exclusive in the Red G10. And if that look isn't cool enough for you, I'm not sure what is. Red G10 with that black matte finish on the blade. Very, very cool. The Hest is an awesome knife in itself. One of our guys carries it and loves it. So we'll go over the specs on this one, and then we'll tell you to buy it at BladeHQ.com like we do in all of our overviews. So this is just going to be a quick little overview. The overall length on this knife is 7.6 inches. The blade length is 3.1 inches, made from D2 steel. It's, like I mentioned, it's got that black matte finish on it. It's got that bottle opener in the blade. Now, the guy that carries this here at BladeHQ, he mentioned that he'd been using that as kind of a wave feature. And I don't think it's designed like that. He mentioned that he has had a little bit of trouble with lock rock after using it as a wave. It's definitely designed as a bottle opener. I wouldn't recommend it as a wave. You can see it's got an ambidextrous thumb stud there. And those are wire strippers as well as jimping. So kind of multi-use there. So just depending on what you're using the knife for, I would probably rarely, if ever, use it as a wire stripper. But it does make very aggressive jimping. Nice little feature. Now I wanted to mention as well, you can see the pivot's got kind of a funky screw on it. They do include this little Mr. DP adjustment multi-tool. Comes with that adjustment for the pivot as well. Let's talk about the glass breaker. It's got a glass breaker on it right there, but if you don't want to roll with the glass breaker, you've got the tool to take it off right there, as well as a flat replacement that comes with the Mr. DP multi-tool. While we're talking about the multi-tool, it's got some jimping there, as well as kind of a chisel. It's not sharp, but kind of a chisel on the one edge there. And I'm not 100% sure what this is. It could be a wire stripper. You could use it to cut. It is slightly sharp, not the sharpest in the world on the end there, but kind of give you an idea. So kind of a cool little tool that they include with each DPx Hest folder, just to make sure that you can take care and maintain your tool, which I think that's a great thing. So, like I mentioned, Red G10, the texturing on it is very nice. I like it. It's nice and grippy. You can kind of even hear it. Show you the knife in the hand. Feels good in the hand. I do like the ergos on this blade. And show you that grip right there. The pocket clip on it is deep carry, and if I'm not mistaken, you can switch sides on it, but you're stuck with tip up carry only. That lanyard hole, fairly generous. I like that. And it's got excuse me, the RotoBlock lock on it. So when it's open, you can take it into that locked position, and it's just going to turn into not a fixed blade. It'll never be a fixed blade, but I mean, you can't close it. It's not going to fold on you. So kind of a nice feature there. By the way, these are manufactured by Lion Steel in Italy. Lion Steel, Gianni and crew out there do a great job with their knives. Very impressive fit and finish, everything. They just do a very, very nice job. And I think DPx has done a good thing with teaming up with Lion Steel, because they've got good designs, and then they get some of the best in the industry to produce their knives, and I think the overall result is very, very nice. And it very smooth in the pivot, opens up nicely, locks into place. You can see that lock is coming just right about halfway in the locked position. So, and I believe it comes in a left-handed version as well. I don't think we have the Red G10 in the left-handed folder, but if you are a lefty, they cater to you as well. So the weight on this knife is 5 ounces, and let's hit some of these different specs with our calipers. The handle thickness is 0.53 of an inch. Blade thickness on the spine of the blade is 0.18 of an inch. And on the actual blade itself, That's probably not the best measurement in the world. 0.04 inches. The blade grind on it is, I'm going to bet right around 15. That seems to be the trend. 17.5 degrees on that. This isn't an exact science with this little measuring tool, but it's approximate, so about 17.5 degrees on that. Very cool knife. I honestly like the Hest DPx. They do a really good job on this one. Let me show you with a tactical clothespin and then with the glove on, and we'll wrap this thing up. There you can see a size comparison, basically an average household object, the tactical clothespin. Kind of get an idea of what size it is. And then with the glove on, these gloves are a little bit big on me. I wish they were, one of these days I'm going to get a different pair. Still easy to open and still easy to close. Let me show you it in the hand, right there. I like it. This handle, it feels good in the hand. I mean, I feel like I'm not gripping a very small knife. I carry a Benchmade Griptilian a lot of the mini Griptilian, excuse me, a lot of the time, and this feels like a lot more bulk. If I were working in the woods or that sort of thing, it would just feel like I'm not skimping on that handle, especially with gloves on. I do enjoy that nice little finger spot there to keep my hand on the blade. I like the ergos on it. I really do. And one last thing that I was going to mention, seems to have escaped me. Backspacer, good fit and finish. Yeah, I don't remember what I was going to mention. Blade centering on it, spot on. That's a pretty thick blade. Spot on blade centering, blade play on it. Let's check front to back. Nothing. Side to side, nothing. Very, very solid lockup on this. Anyway, I think I've just about covered all of my bases here on this one. I don't have time to do comparisons today. I apologize. So I'm just going to give you this overview and call it a day and encourage you to buy this knife. It runs in the $200 range currently on BladeHQ.com. And that is the place to buy it. As with all fine cutlery, buy it now on BladeHQ.com.